Hey guys, it's your girl Box, and if you want to see my birth story, just keep on watching. I know I've been missing for a hot minute, but your girl is back. So first and foremost, my doctor is Dr. Leon DePuch, and I had my baby at PMH Private. So before we get into this labor story, we got to talk about the prep. So you all know I've been working out throughout my pregnancy. I've been eating as healthy as I can. And the night before I went in, my dad came down from Freeport, and that night we did a lot of stretches. So we stretched for about 30 minutes. Really so big.
And now she's prepared to come.
And it's hard.
Baby Harlow.
September 22nd is when I had planned my induction, because Harlow's due date was not until October 2nd. And I was like, I'm not waiting that long because I'm tired and I just don't want to carry a baby that long. If after full term she's healthy, she could come out, blah blah blah. So I was like, okay, so let's schedule induction, because at the rate she was growing, she was going to be a big baby by the time it was October 2nd. I was not trying to push up no 10-pound baby. So that night, like I said, we did some stretches to try open my body up, get me as flexible as possible. And then after that, before I went to bed, Troy did some perineal massages. I think I'm pronouncing it right. So we arrived at PMH at 6 a.m. Got checked in. Everything was smooth. So today is the day. It is currently 6 a.m. We're at the hospital. Daddy, of course, is taking pictures. Troy is coming right now. Dr. DePuch came in at 8 a.m. So he went and checked to see if I was dilated, like what was going on, so that he can see if he needs to induce me. When he checked, I was already 5 centimeters dilated. So I was in active labor, and I didn't even know. When he checked, he was like, girl. Well, he didn't say girl. But he was like, are you in pain? I'm like, no. He's like, you're in active labor right now. Like, you're literally 5 centimeters. And I was like, what? He's like, you don't feel no pain? I was like, no, I don't. So y'all, I was literally halfway there. And I didn't even have to get induced. They had to give me the enema. So what that does is flushes you out. So literally, once they put that in, 30 seconds after that, you gotta make a bowel movement. And the bowel movement is very intense. So they cleaning you out. So the closest thing I could compare it to is like getting a colon cleanse. Like getting a colon cleanse. You gotta use the bathroom really bad. But they tell you to try hold it for 3 minutes. That is the longest 3 minutes of your life. Literally. My bungie. Time funny boy.
What's going on, tingly butt? Give me 2 laughs.
Troy.
Daddy, if she laugh right now, she can shit herself.
Stop, Troy. That to the tip.
You might have that shoot out all over the bed.
Troy. No, it's hard. It's hard. So good news. I am 5 centimeters dilated naturally. We didn't need to do no extra stuff. Like, I literally came here, he checked, and he's like, whoa. Troy's over me. But he break my water bag already. That was a lot of fluid. I did not expect that much fluid. So it just felt warm, just like warm water coming out. It's actually a cool experience, now that I think about it. I think it's cool because I don't feel no pain, and I'm actually contracting and I don't feel it right now. So I say right now. But I'm pretty happy so far. Yeah. So that's the update. It is now, 8 o'clock?
8:21.
8:21. We came here at 6. He checked me 10 minutes ago, so that would have been like 8:10. He break my water bag. Around there. And after he popped my water bag, listen to me, them pains start kicking in. Even though in the video don't look like it was that painful, but it was intense. I was literally just trying to breathe through it because listen to me, I wasn't trying to be inside there hollering. So I was just trying to breathe through them contractions because baby, they be contracting. So I know the big question is, did I get epidural? No, I did not. I literally thugged it out like a G. So I didn't get any epidural. I was like, I want to feel all of this naturally. And of course, I have my reasons on why I didn't want to get the epidural. Because I'm still an athlete and I hear like, you know, like if you twitch when you get it, you could possibly get paralyzed, have back issues afterwards. So I didn't like the risks. So I just was like, you know what? I'm just going to do this all natural and just call it a day. And being an athlete, I have endured some injuries out of this world. I've already had third-degree burns. I've broken my nose twice. I've messed up both of my ankles. I've messed up my right knee. Like, I've had some real intense injuries, but there's no pain like labor pain. So it literally took me about 6 hours to be fully dilated, which is 10 centimeters dilated. When Dr. DePuch came in, you know, he told me to push. I started to push. And as I was pushing, Harlow's heartbeat was dropping, then increasing. Dropping, then increasing. And when he was checking and every time I pushed, I started to get lightheaded. I started to see stars. Yeah, I was seeing white stars, girl. And because her heart rate was dropping and increasing, that was definitely a red flag. When he checked, the cord was around her neck, and every time I pushed, her head would come down, and he could feel her head. And when I released, like to take a break, it would go right back up. So that was called for an emergency C-section. Listen to me. When I tell you I was not happy, I was not happy. I was breathing well, you know, just ready to push Harlow out. And when he said emergency C-section, everything in me break down and I just start crying because that was the last thing on my mind. That is not what I wanted. I was not working out this whole pregnancy to get cut. That was not the plan. It literally did not go as planned. I talking about we stretch. I came in active labor, all these positive things happening. And then I had to get cut because the umbilical cord was around my baby neck and she wasn't coming down. Heart rate was fluctuating. It was too much red flag. So we had to take an emergency turn, which was the C-section. So Troy was there the whole time, literally the whole time. Even when I was pushing, he was holding my legs up. He was definitely a trooper. And listen to me, anytime he had to get cut, I looked straight to my husband. I say, Troy. Well, I didn't say Troy. I say, baby, I don't want to get cut. He was like, I know you don't want to get cut, but we have to make sure you and the baby's safe. I was like, baby, but I really don't want to get cut. He said, baby, I'm going to be here for you. I'm going to help you through this. Please get cut so that you can be safe and the baby can be safe. And I say, okay. And so there were two options when getting the C-section. Either you could be awake or they can put you out. I opted for being asleep because I was already so tired and I was upset. Because I was so upset that I had to get cut and I was tired, I was like, you know what, just put me to sleep. The pain was intense, like I said, because I didn't have the epidural. And then I was just frustrated at the fact that I still had to get cut after all of my prep, you know, all of my work breathing through each contraction. I was just literally over it and I was exhausted. So I told him to put me to sleep. I make sure Troy was okay with it. He was like, yes, baby, whatever you want. You just be comfortable. But that's just me though. I always checking on him. He always checking on me. We always are on the same page. And we were on the same page. He's like, yes, of course, you could go to sleep. Go to sleep. I know you're tired. And yep, so I went to sleep. But they took me in the room. The anesthesiologist told me to breathe in and out 3 times. And by that third one, baby, I was out like a light. Troy said the whole process took literally 20 minutes. He said 10 minutes, Harlow was out. The nurse wrapped her up and brought her to him. And the next 10 minutes, I was getting close up. So 20 minutes and baby girl was here. And that's the end of my labor story. Comment down below. Let me know what your experience was. But that was my experience. And it's okay. Sometimes your birth plan doesn't go as planned. And sometimes you got to take an emergency exit. So thank you guys for watching. Bye.